Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 2. This will be my review of the episode. Now remember, this episode aired early on AMC+. Tonight, or I guess last night, I'm uploading this on Monday morning. Last night, Sunday night, Episode 1 aired officially for everybody, on cable and all that kind of stuff. But episode 2 aired early on AMC+, so I just want to, make that clear that this is episode 2. I have an episode 1 review as well on the channel if you want to go check that out. But today, we're going to be talking about episode 2, Akron Part 2. And this was a great episode. I mean, Akron Part 1 and 2, it was like a 2-part premiere. Overall, it was a great 2-part premiere. I probably like episode 2 a little bit more than episode 1, but they both were great episodes, and I'm very excited to talk about episode 2. Obviously, general spoiler warning in case you are not caught up with the show, and then also, if you are a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to hit the subscribe button for more content like this. But yeah, let's get into the video. Alright, so like I said, I really like this episode. Something I love about both of these episodes, and especially just like the whole sequence underground, is the mood and the atmosphere. I mean, the mood of the show has become so just such a horror vibe to it, which is great because that's what this show is supposed to be. I mean, just the scenes down there, like in this episode, for example, Daryl just walking around, you get like the score and, just him, looking around, and you hear like the screams in the background, and it's just a very scary atmosphere. And obviously, they're trying to make it, ever since the Whispers came on the show has been going back to its horror roots. But even though the Whispers are gone, they're continuing to do it, which is awesome. And I think it fits because it is the final season. They should do something like that. And the Reapers bring that whole element of horror as well. So in this episode, we saw the aftermath of the episode 1 cliffhanger. So I did give a spoiler warning. Maggie survived. I mean, that's not really a big surprise. I mean, I don't think they would ever kill Maggie like that. But yeah, this was interesting event. So, we saw Maggie return, and obviously she was upset at Negan, but she hasn't decided to take Negan out yet because, she needs Negan. But let's talk about that scene with Gage. Now, that was intense. I mean, that was like, in my notes, I wrote like, WTF, why would they not open that door for him? Like, come on, he's just a kid. I mean, that was intense. And extremely dark, like Gage stabbing himself and then the walkers attacking him. I mean, that was tough to see. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I might have hid underneath my blanket a couple times watching this episode. I mean, that's how chilling it was. Even Maggie's story about the walkers that she ran into, that story she was telling everybody on the subway, even that was scary. So yeah, they're really going full out with this, and I'm definitely interested in hearing what you guys think about it. Like, what do you think about this horror element? I mean, honestly, these first 2 episodes, and especially this episode, I might even argue, obviously there's so many episodes of The Walking Dead, it's hard to like remember every single scene, every single moment, but I may argue that this might be one of the scariest episodes of the show. And then I want to talk a little bit about the Commonwealth as well. So I'm really liking the Commonwealth stuff as well. It's, I like that. I really like that scene with Yumiko getting interviewed or talking to the interviews and like outsmarting them. Yumiko is becoming a really interesting and great character this season, or I should say having a great storyline this season. She's always probably been a great character, we just haven't had too much of her in the past seasons, but this season, she's definitely shining, and I'm excited to see more of her. There's also a bit of lightheartedness going on with the Commonwealth, which I like. It balances out what's going on with the Reapers and the group underground. Princess is so funny. I love Princess. Like, she's becoming one of my favorite characters already. All her scenes are great. Like the actress also did such a great job playing her. All her line deliveries are like great. She's really funny also. So Paola Lazaro. Sorry if I said that name wrong. I probably did. But she's terrific. And we saw that the group pretty much convinced them to take them to the Commonwealth. So they did that. The group reunited there at the end, which is great. Mercer, he is definitely a character who's very intimidating, and he has such a great on-screen presence. Excited to see more of him. But yeah, the group pretty much passed I guess like their first level of interrogation or whatever they called it. So now they're going to the Commonwealth. I mean, he did say at the end, they're like, welcome to the Commonwealth. So I'm assuming we're going to actually see the Commonwealth base soon, which I'm very excited about. I'm excited to see how they translate this onto the show, because in the comic, like, the Commonwealth is such an ambitious group. Like, they have so much there. It's something that we've never seen before on the show. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's pretty much like they pretty much recreated the world like what it was before, or like as best as they could, right? Like, there's jobs and currency, and yeah, I mean, you guys already know this. They talked about it in the episodes. But yeah, there's like bakeries and restaurants and concerts, all this kind of stuff. So definitely excited to see how they do this on the show. And then moving back to the group underground. So I love that Walker scene also. That was such a great scene. It reminded me of season 6, episode 9. Especially with the way it was edited, with like a cutting back and forth, or not cutting back and forth, but like cutting to each person killing a walker and like everyone fighting together against the walkers. It reminded me of that episode in Alexandria. So that was a great scene. I love that walkers are also becoming a problem again. Like, they've been missing for a while, so that was great. That Daryl scene in the subway tunnel, I love the way that was filmed also. That was so cool. So yeah, lots of great stuff going on down there, between action and drama, all the character stuff. There's a lot going on, which I'm loving right now. And in going back to the Commonwealth, I totally forgot to mention this, but we saw at the end there, that character Stephanie, who supposedly is Stephanie. She said she's Stephanie. Now, I don't know if this is Stephanie. The reason is because a long time ago, this was before like all the delays, so it was actually like a while ago, like over a year ago. I'm pretty sure they announced the casting for somebody else to be playing Stephanie. So I don't know if they recasted Stephanie. Her name is Margot Bingham, I believe. And she's still involved with The Walking Dead, is what everyone is saying. So because of that, I'm wondering if that initial announcement that she's playing Stephanie wasn't, really her playing Stephanie, or a theory going around is that this Stephanie that we're seeing on the show right now isn't really Stephanie. Like, maybe she's just somebody who works for the Commonwealth and is trying to get Eugene to give her information, which could definitely be the case, because think about it, like, why would the Commonwealth even want, like, I mean, he only passed step 1 of the interrogation. I'm pretty sure there was like a bunch of other things they have to do. I'm assuming, given like how big of a group they are, like, why would they just bring Stephanie to him, right? So it could just be a trick, to get Eugene to spill information about Alexandria. So we'll see. You guys let me know, what do you think about that? And then going back to the group underground, so, well, I guess this is a little bit later when they weren't underground anymore. We saw the group run into the Reapers, and wow, this was an intense scene. I mean, the Reapers, we already know they're intense, but wow, they are extremely brutal here. That shot of all the walkers like tied up, and then when the camera like moved and you saw like the whole, like, the road going all the way down the street, like walkers tied up, that was a pretty spooky shot. That was pretty chilling, seeing all those walkers. The Reapers are, I don't even know how they managed to do that. This group is totally like something we've never seen before. They are, I don't even know how to explain them other than saying like they're just brutal. And we saw so many characters getting shot there at the end, and the group like walking up, and I've talked about this many times in the past, but their masks are scary. And if you watched the episode on AMC Plus, I'm assuming you did, because I just like talked about the entire episode. This is a spoiler review. And you saw the trailer for episode 3, which I will be coming out with a breakdown on that pretty soon. you saw some pretty scary shots of their masks. So their masks are very scary. So again, going back to that horror element of the show and of the season, the Reapers add so much to that. But yeah, like I said, overall a great 2-part premiere. Episode 2 specifically was just like amazing. I loved it. So excited for the future of this show and the future of this season. I cannot wait for next episode. You guys let me know in the comments down below, what did you think about the episode? As far as this video goes, I am going to wrap it up there, so hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating. Like I said, we have our episode 3 trailer breakdown coming out pretty soon, so be sure to subscribe to check that out. And be sure to subscribe if you are a fan of The Walking Dead anyways, because we have a lot of Walking Dead content coming up. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Please take care, and I'll see you guys soon.